Well, howdy there, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to cover another stock split, and this one perhaps for the original meme stock, Gamestop. So, as some of you know, Gamestop is splitting 4-for-1, and I'm a bit late to this game. I covered the Google stock split, which was official today and will be reflected as of Monday. But so, GameStop, for many of us that have been following meme stocks since the phrase was coined at the beginning of 2021, at least, if not sooner. GameStop was really the first one that I can recall being a meme stock because you can look at the chart here going back a few years, going back to like August 2017, and you can see that GameStop was consistently on the decline to the point that it was about to be progressed into bankruptcy. And this is where retail investors started buying up towards the end of 2020. And we saw this huge spike in the price of the stock by January 2021, where it got to insane valuations that were just not sustainable at all, $325 a share. And then it came crashing down a month later. And there was talk of SEC regulation, investigations, things like that. But the stock stayed, if you look, it stayed much higher than it was before the meme phase. And it's still much higher than it was before this meme phenomenon ever happened. But now the stock is actually going to be splitting 4-for-1, which was just announced on July 6th, I believe. And you may wonder, just looking at Yahoo Finance here, how can a stock that hasn't paid a dividend since March of 2019 possibly split? I mean, that's just unheard of, right? Especially for dividend fans like me. Just kidding. But you can see here that the stock still appears to be massively overvalued, according to this. The 1-year target estimate, $54.33, the market cap of $10.783 billion. And this isn't going to be the same type of split video that I normally do. Normally, I break down in a spreadsheet what I think is going to happen if the stock 4x's again back to its original price and you have 4 times the shares. Well, I guess I could do that. But I want to go over this a bit differently because I don't see GameStop as a very fundamentally correctly valued stock from a fundamental standpoint. You can see the earnings per share are negative 6.29%. And I just think it's trading way too high. AMC, the other probably as famous meme stock, has crashed back down to much more normal valuations. But let me scroll down here and look at the earnings. And I can already tell, oh, they've missed the last 4 quarters. Look at that, miss. And then the projections for Q1 of this year were insane. I don't know if the analysts thought that the meme phenomenon was going to repeat itself in Q1 like it did in 2021, but obviously that didn't happen. And then the next quarterly earnings are due out September 6th. So far it's been missing earnings, but the stock is holding steady. I mean, it's really way too high. Let me scroll back up here. So, I mean, I'm shocked that it's even over $100, to be honest. Beginning of this year, well, okay, so 108.93. It actually tanked from November. Actually fell in half almost. 108.93, shot back up to 160, 166.58, and then 141.64. Let's just look at some fundamentals real quick. Let's look at some financials. And really, when you look at a stock, if you go to a site like Yahoo Finance, you may be inclined, if you know both technical and fundamental analysis, you may be inclined to roll your mouse over here to the left and click the chart and chart the stock. But really, I'm more inclined to go over to the right and look at the fundamentals. So let's just look at the statement here real quick. If I can scroll here. Trailing 12-month total revenue seems to be increasing. So over 2021, you see the 2022, the revenue increased. But but both years still down from first quarter 2020 for COVID, and that's an impact there. Cost of revenue increasing slightly, gross profit, operating expenses. See here, operating income. Operating income is decreasing massively. Pre-tax income, net income to common stockholders, diluted net income available to common stockholders. Yeah, these are all declining. Need to scroll again. Come on. This thing uses a lot of bandwidth. Total operating income as reported continues to decline. So this isn't one like I've talked about Amazon and Google, where I think that those are going to keep rolling once we get out of this little bit of a rut we're in with the market. This one, I don't look at this as a safe investment at all, and I'm shocked that it's actually trading at the price that it's trading at. Now, if I can, let me go to a different tab. So now we're going to look at, come on. Going to look at a different tab. Stop the share for just a second. Everybody like my new house, by the way? Okay, we're going to share a different tab. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Okay, this is a Barron's article I just want to cover briefly, and then I'm going to try to do some spreadsheet analysis towards the end. So, GameStop plans 4-for-1 split. The meme stock saga continues as of July 7th. Thanks. Come on, go away. Now what? I lost the tab. Oh no, there it is. Or did I lose the live stream? All right, I think I'm okay. So let's see. So GameStop's stock split is finally, now what? Okay. GameStop's stock split is finally happening, and its shares are soaring on the news. The company announced plans to split its stock 4-for-1 later this month, sending shares higher after the market closed on Wednesday. The split is expected to begin trading. So the split is actually supposed to happen on July 21st. The stock will begin trading on a split adjusted basis July 22nd, so next week. GameStop stockholders in June voted in favor of expanding the company's share authorization to $1 billion from $300 million in order to facilitate a split. Wow. The company said in March that the higher authorization would allow it to implement a split and provide flexibility for future corporate needs. Very interesting. Shares of GameStop have risen 9% to 128, and you can see as of today, $141 and change. So now let me see how difficult it's going to be to switch to spreadsheet format here. Let's see. Stop sharing for just a second. And then share again. Share screen. Window. What window? Entire screen. I guess we'll just. Do I want to do this? Is it going to let me? All right, let me pull up Excel. Yeah, I know. Come on. God, this thing eats up a lot of bandwidth. All right, come on, Excel. That's not the one we want. That's not the one we want either. Come on. I can just do a new tab here. Okay, so if we take GameStop ticker symbol GME, we'll just do it live. I didn't really prep for this. But I'm going to do the same basic example that I do in all of my stock split videos. So if we are trading at just say 142 today, and let's go ahead and enlarge all of these cells here, or at least the font. Do some ghetto math here. Nice and big so the old folks can see. Just kidding. Okay, so right now, if we divide this by 4, a 4-for-1 stock split, then we would trade at 35.50. Say we put $10,000 into this right now. So I'm going to do equals 10,000 divided by this. And remember, we're rounding up because it's really 141 and change. Come on, that's a basic formula, Excel. So, and this isn't dollars. This is no format. Move cells over. So we would have, is that right? Oh, I guess so. So we would have 70 shares. So then these shares are going to become 281. We'll just say, we'll just round up, do it this way, 282. And then make it nice and big again. And then, okay, at a price of 35.50. So if we have 282 shares, this is the typical example I do. I'm making it more basic today because I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So if we take 282 and say GameStop has another meme stock run up and gets back to its original price of 142, then look at that, we 4x'd our money. And that's kind of easy math anyway, because you can figure out if it just gets back to where it was, that's a 4x because it split 4-for-1, right? But say it got to, say the meme stock phenomenon really went crazy. This is where you can really get fun with it. So 282 times 350, because that's, or it hit 325, that'd be $91,000. But this is not by any means a sound financial decision or something you can rely on. You can't really invest to rely on a meme stock phenomenon happening. If it does, it's great, but not really something to be relied on. But that would be kind of cool. That would be almost a 10x of your money if that happened. So with that being said, that's the gist of this. The GameStop stock is splitting, and I just wanted to cover that briefly. So if you like that, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, that's the end of the video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Take care.